All right, so if we look at this diagram, we have a mass equal to 5 kilograms and we have a weight. What is the difference between mass and weight though? You know? If not, continue watching this video. So mass and weight are often used interchangeably in everyday life, but they actually are different quantities. Mass characterizes the inertial properties of the object, which means that this value is constant in all inertial frames of reference. So for example, the mass on Earth is 5 kilograms, and if we go to the moon, the mass is still going to be 5 kilograms. It's going to be the same on both planets. Weight, on the other hand, is a force exerted on an object by the pull of gravity. And to understand the relationship, let's take an example. So we can look at the Earth and the moon example again. We have the mass on the Earth and the mass on the moon, both 5 kilograms. And then we have the acceleration due to gravity on the Earth, 9.8 meters per second squared, and then on the moon, 1.62. And they both have a weight force being applied on the object. Generally, the weight force is defined as weight is equal to mass times gravity. So if we use this equation, the weight on Earth is going to be 5 kilograms times 9.8 meters per second squared. So the weight force is going to be 49 newtons. That's the object's weight on Earth. And if we calculate the weight on the moon, the mass is still 5 kilograms, but it's times 1.62 meters per second squared. So the weight is 8.1 newtons. So this is going to be the weight of the object on the moon. First thing I want you to note is that the mass is the same on the moon and on Earth. Second thing to note is the weight force is different on Earth and on the moon. So if I held that object on Earth, it would feel heavier than if I held that same object on the moon, despite them having the same mass. And that's due to the weight force. So therefore, we can conclude that mass and weight are actually different quantities, but they're related through this equation here, which is weight is equal to mass times the acceleration due to gravity.